Hello guys, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Suleiman Educational Channel. In this video, we will discuss about current electricity. We are going to talk about current, electromotive force and potential difference. Now we will discuss about current. Current is defined as the flow of charge in a circuit. Keep in mind that electrons move in a conductor. Electrons are negatively charged particles. So the flow of electron, which is a negatively charged particle in a circuit, is called current. Current is measured in amperes. The smaller unit of current is milliampere. Keep in mind that milli means 10 to the power minus 3. Now we will discuss about the direction of current. Keep in mind that current always flows from positive to negative. This is called conventional current. The direction is always from positive to negative. Now we will mention about the direction of the flow of electrons. Keep in mind that electrons move from negative terminal of the battery toward the positive terminal of the battery. Electron is a negatively charged particle. Therefore, negative terminal of the battery repels electrons and the positive terminal of the battery attracts the electron because they are oppositely charged particles. So keep in mind that electrons always move from negative terminal to positive terminal of the battery. According to the definition of current, current is the rate of charge flowing in a circuit. So the formula can be written as I is equal to Q divided by T, where I is the current in ampere, Q is the charge in coulomb and T is the time in seconds. So the more the charge passing through the wire in 1 second, the bigger the current is. The formula can be rearranged and written as Q is equals to IT. Current is measured using an instrument called ammeter. Keep in mind that ammeter is always connected in series to measure the flow of electron in a circuit. It is represented by the symbol A as shown in the diagram. Now let's look at an example of how to calculate current. The question is, in 10 seconds, 60 coulomb of charge flows around the circuit. Calculate the current through the circuit. The very first step is to write the formula. The formula is I is equal to Q divided by T, because here we have to find the current, charge is given and time is given. Second, substitute the values in the formula. So I equal to 60 divided by 10. We have substituted the value of Q equal to 60 coulomb and T equals to 10 seconds. The next step is to calculate. So 60 divided by 10 is equal to 6. So I is equal to 6. And the last step is to write the unit. The unit of current is ampere. So the answer is current is 6 ampere. Now let's look at another example. In this example, a current of 150 milliampere flows in around a circuit for 3 minutes. How much electric charge flows around this circuit in this time? So this is the question. So let's collect the data. The current is 150 milliampere. Milli means 10 to the power minus 3. So it can be written as 150 into 10 to the power minus 3 ampere. The time is given 3 minutes. So keep in mind that the time should be in seconds. So we have to convert minutes into seconds. That is, we have to multiply 3 by 60 and the answer is 180 seconds. The next step is the formula I is equal to Q divided by T. Substitute the values. 150 into 10 to the power minus 3 is equal to Q, which is unknown, divided by 180. By cross multiplication, the step would be 150 into 10 to the power minus 3 into 180 is equal to Q. Using the calculator or performing the calculation, we get the charge equals to 27 coulomb. Coulomb is the unit of charge. Now let us discuss about electromotive force. The electromotive force of a cell can be defined as the energy supplied to a charge in moving a charge around a complete circuit. The formula can be written as EMF is equal to energy supplied by the cell divided by charge flow through the cell. It can be written as EMF is equal to E divided by Q, where E is the energy in joule and Q is the charge in coulomb. So the unit of EMF can be written as joule per coulomb, which is equal to volt. EMF can also be written as work done divided by charge, as work done is equal to energy supplied. Now let us discuss about connecting cells in series. When cells are connected in series, the combined EMF is equal to the sum of all the individual EMF. Now look at the diagram. In the diagram there are 3 cells, each of 1.5 volt, and they are connected in series. So the combined EMF is equal to the sum of all the individual EMF, that is equal to 1.5 volt plus 1.5 volt plus 1.5 volt, which is equal to 4.5 volt. Now we will talk about connecting cells in parallel. When cells are connected in parallel, the combined EMF is the EMF of one individual cell. For example, you can see in the diagram 3 cells are connected in parallel. The voltage of every cell is 1.5 volt. So the combined EMF is equal to 1.5 volt, which is the voltage of one single cell. Now let's look at another example. In this example, there is series as well as parallel. So first we'll solve the series one, then we'll solve the parallel one. So there are 3 series circuit. So 2 plus 2 plus 2, that is 6 volt in all the 3 series circuit. Then when we look at the parallel one, so all are 6. So the combined EMF is equal to 6 volt. Now let us discuss that what is the advantage of connecting cells in parallel. The advantage is that the cell will last longer before they need to be replaced. This is the first advantage. The second advantage is that we can get a higher current. Now let us explain potential difference. Potential difference is defined as the energy converted per unit charge passing through a component. For example, when a charge passes through a resistance, lamp or heater, it converts into other form of energy. When a charge passes through a lamp, it is converted into heat and light. So the energy which is converted into heat and light per unit charge is called the potential difference. The formula can be written as potential difference is equals to energy divided by charge, which can be written as P dot D is equal to E divided by Q, where P dot D is the potential difference, E is the energy, and Q is the charge. The unit of potential difference is volt, the unit of energy is joule, the unit of charge is coulomb. Keep in mind that EMF and potential difference are two different things. Potential difference is measured across the component like resistance, lamp or heater, whereas electromotive force or EMF is measured across the source such as cell or battery. Now we'll discuss about voltmeter. Voltmeter is an instrument used to measure the potential difference across the component or the source. To measure the potential difference across the component, it has to be connected in parallel with the component like resistance, lamp or heater. If you want to measure the EMF, electromotive force, so it will be connected in parallel to the cell or battery, which is the source. This is the end of the video. If you haven't subscribed the channel, then do so by clicking the button. Don't forget to press the bell icon to get notification of the latest videos uploaded on our channel. Don't forget to like, comment and share our videos. You can also follow us on our Facebook page. The link is given in the comment section. We will meet again soon with a new video. Thanks for watching. Take care and Allah Hafiz.